check out BigBadToyStore.com for this and other great toys. Look, I only had one rhino joke and I already used it, so I don't know what to say. I'm gonna go now.
Hey, what's up, YouTube land? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Mastermind Creations FORTIS. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So here it is, there is FORTIS looking all FORTIS-y. Here's Mercenary Ground Assaulter, and on this side of the box, you have the same thing with a nice picture on the other side. Picture and stuff and top, pictures back. You have your obligatory product shots. He does this, that, the other, and things, and awesomeness also is what will all this will culminate to. I don't know how to use that word properly. And it does have a little magnetic clasp here in the front. I don't think I showed this off when I reviewed Bovis, but the front of the box actually does open up, and you get a nice piece of artwork there of FORTIS, and there you got your little window packaging. So, there you have that for the box warning! It's right there. So there you have that, and of course you get your instructions. You know, on the one side you get your instructions, and then when you flip it around, it is now a comic book full of some cool artwork and whatnot. So, no! I'm sorry. So there you have that. And of course you get the now obligatory third-party collector trading card stock sturdy thing. Ground pound! Yeah, he's doing that. And his tech specs, if you want to read that. So, there you go. Yay! Collector's cards that are going to go right back in the box. Woo! So here is FORTIS, who is an homage to G1 Predacon Headstrong, right? Headstrong? Yeah. Because the other guy was Tantrum. This is Headstrong. Or he could be Tantrum. I think it's Headstrong. Ah! My brain. Sometimes my brain just doesn't work. But yes, he is a big, beefy rhino, and he looks very cool. Now, basically, if he looks familiar, is because he is, because essentially he is the same basic mold as Bovis. Same basic skeleton. I mean, there are some remolded parts, but not a lot. But yeah, you know, still looks very cool. Getting closer on the head. Nice head sculpt there. Got some nice silver detailing going on. And yeah, I mean, he does still look cool. He's got the red and yellow going on. Very nicely done. Now, if you notice that his back looks different, is because this is the official transformation in the instructions, but basically this is just Bovis upside down. So if you don't like the way this looks, you can always just flip it around and flip all the legs around. Just turn the head around, flip the feet around. And voila. So if that looks a lot better to you, then you can go for it. And it still has the same connection point for the cannon and everything, so nothing really changes here. Totally up to you, but we'll stick with the official transformation just for the sake of sticking with stuff, because I'm a person who likes to stick with stuff. I'm a sticker stuffer person. So that's what I'm going to do. And no one can stop me! Turn his head back around. So yeah. So there we go. Full comparison. We'll bring in his buddy Bovis. And again, you can see it's basically the same thing going on here. And I did get the repro label set for Bovis. I got the minimal set because the maximum set was way too maximum. But I got I did get the set for him. It's nice, you know. It doesn't add too much. The maximum set just added too much. This adds, I think, just enough to make it look cool. So, yeah, repro labels, woo, love them. I love them. But yeah, as you can see, it's basically the the same mold. I mean, they have different hooves. They have that, and the different chest pieces. They have like different chest pieces and different these pieces would just end up hanging out over their feet. But really, there's a lot of the same stuff going on here. Because they both have to basically do the same thing, so they can't make the molds too different. So, there you have that. And here is little G1 Headstrong. Oh, look at him, he's precious. Look at the preciousness. Oh, you gotta love G1. I don't care what anybody says. You gotta love G1. They're bricks, but they were fun bricks. I don't care. I love playing with those bricks. But yeah, he is a cool rhino. I actually like the fact that his horn actually has a little jagged part to it. He's ready to shank some people. He's a shanking rhino. Now, accessory-wise, oh, one other thing I should mention is that in the package that in the little baggie that the instructions and the card comes in, you also get a replacement butt plate for Bovis. Apparently Bovis had butt issues. I did not know anything about that. I heard nothing about it. Apparently it was bad enough for Mastermind to pack in a replacement part in Fortis. So, okay. I don't know. I know nothing of this issue. Like I said, my Bovis is his butt is fine. He's regular. I don't know what the issue was, but I have an extra butt plate. Okay. Just thought I'd point that out. Accessory-wise, for Fortis, you do get 2 guns. 2 little cannons right here. There's 2 little boxy cannons with some detailing up here. Some venting detailing, which is picked out. There's some nice over here on the barrels, and you can extend the barrels. Like that. So you got some nice cannons going on there. So you get 2 of those. And you also get 2 really cool shankers. And yeah, digging these knives. That's cool. Loving that sculpt. Nice silver paint there on the blade. Very cool. You get 2 of those. And of course you get the other foot of Feral Rex, which of course doubles as the big double-barreled blaster. And of course you also get the other hand of Feral Rex, which is exactly like the other hand with the same articulation, ball-jointed thumb, hinge here, and each finger has 2 hinges on it, and you'll have a wrist swivel and all that good stuff, and he has knuckle spikes of doom and everything, and that's awesome. Awesome! Sorry. If you don't say it loud, it doesn't work. Sorry. But yeah, all this basically works the exact same way as it did with Bovis. Let's take that, plug that back in. You got your double-barreled cannon and your foot. So there you go. Foot. Now basically, to attach all this stuff to Fortis, basically you're going to attach this the way you attach this to Bovis when he's in robot mode. You're just going to use these tabs right here that will go into these slots right here. Just slide all that in. Like that, just push it on. Now it doesn't hold as secure as Bovis because nothing actually clips. It's purely friction, so if you shake it enough, it will fall off, but I mean, it still holds on well enough. It's not like you're going to be hanging him from it. But it's not as secure a connection as it is with Bovis, because with Bovis, when you're clipping him onto this thing, there's a solid click, and everything is just rock solid. But it's still fine. It still does what it needs to do. You take the cannons. He has ports here on the back legs. Plug that in. You know, because if the giant double-barreled cannon wasn't enough, you know, guns. You need more guns. Apparently that's Mastermind Creations' motif, is just give it as many guns and weapons as you can. Let's just have every jagged thing that can shoot murder on this alt mode as we possibly can. So there he is, all armored up. It's gangsta. That's all I gotta say. That's gangsta right there. Would you mess with that? I wouldn't. Hey. Butt plate. There. I even used the butt plate. Get out of here. Alright. So take all this off. And we'll get him into combine mode, which works just like it did with Bovis. So we can take the head. Oh, articulation-wise, I guess I should mention it even though it's the same. Articulation-wise, it's exactly the same. You do get head rotation. You know, the arms are on a ball joint as well as this little outward joint right here. You know, ball joint right here, ball joint at the foot. And same thing here. You have that same mechanism, the ball joint and the outward hinge. So you can do splits, ball joints, and ball joints. And one thing, I totally forgot to mention this when I reviewed Bovis, but if you pull out his head, it actually does pull out. If you pull out his head, he actually can move his head from side to side, which is pretty cool. So that gives you an extra bit of articulation. That's awesome. Totally forgot to show that off when I reviewed Bovis. And, you know, you can't open his mouth, but again, if you do, nightmares happen. So you really don't want to open his mouth. That's just scary. And he can move his head up and, you know, well, not up, but he can move it down, but that's more for transformation than anything else. But anyway, okay, foot mode. Let's get down to that. So basically you're going to take it, and you have that same thing where you're going to put that tab in his chin right into that slot right there. Lock that in place. And he's basically already almost there. So you're just going to rotate these pieces, tab these tabs into these slots right here. If I can, these are always kind of a pain to get in. There we go. Bring that in like that. Flip up the feet. Oh, have to rotate that piece and then rotate the hoof. And there you go. You're going to have that tab right there that'll go into the bottom of the foot. You're going to lock all that in place like that. Second verse, same as the first. You know how all this goes, people. We've done this before. Bring that up. Rotate. Rotate. Bring it up. Clip it in. Like that. And let me do this part now. I think I should anyway. Let's get this in. Take off the hand. Bring this piece up. Rotate it around. Get that ready to go. Split the legs. And then just work that right in there. Again, this piece right here will just slip into a groove right here in between the legs. Just work that in and close the legs around it. If you do it right, which I am obviously not, there we go. Everything snaps together nice and secure like. And then with the arms, we're doing the same thing here. We're just going to bring the arms back, bring them back. There we go. Joints are a little stiffer on this guy. Bring the arms back. Rotate them down like that. Rotate the legs up. Like so. Then, you know, you can bring the bring that port up for the knee. Tab the two halves together. And they will also plug in to the tops of the feet. Ooh. Just plug that in there. Plug these two together. Like that. Rotate. And rotate the foot. You always want this little blade part of the leg facing out. Then just plug that foot right in there. And again, I love how everything just locks into place. You know, everything just locks in nice and solidly. I appreciate that so much. You have no idea. Let's make sure all that's together. And there is Fortis in his foot mode. And he looks like another foot. And again, you have that same articulation. You got a nice ball jointed ankle as well as a toe joint right there. So Feral Rex will be able to get some good poses going on here. I'll be able to, you know, kind of get him in kind of a walking pose and whatnot. And, you know, again, you'll have a nice good sturdy knee joint. So, yeah. There he is. And for comparison, here he is with his other foot buddy. You can see how they look together. Actually, that's backwards. So I should be like that, I think, right? See the right or the left? I forget. Either way, feet. Yay, we have 2 feet. And just from looking at this, you can tell that this guy is just going to be massive because that's them some big feet. And again, I got the repro label set on these. Just gives you a little Decepticon symbol here, an extra strip of silver, and some extra little paneling, riveted looking stuff there. So I like the minimal set a lot more, but I already said that. So hopefully we'll be getting a set for this guy soon. But yeah, there you go. Feet. Yay, feet. And just for the heck of it, here is DG 1 foot. Oh, look at the little foot. It's actually not that much taller. So there you have that. So there we have that, and now we'll just get down to robot mode. So we'll just start splitting stuff apart. Fold this all the way back in. Nice heavy ratchet. Unplug this, bring it around, plug that back in, untab, unplug, bring up, plug back in, split this, pull the foot back out, and we can take this, fold it around, there we go, bring that down, plug the fist back in, get that back to the way it was, and we'll put that off to the side. So now for robot mode, pretty much just like this guy. Same transformation. So I like to unplug these because they do tend to get in the way. These things are always hard to untab. Come on, man. Come on. There we go. So just open up these panels. Nope, still in the way. There we go. I forgot which way I had to turn to get him out of my way. Get out of my way! Love of God. So we're opening up these panels and bringing down the legs. Of course, you want to bring out that little knee piece here. Flip that out. And bring the legs down like so. And then the feet do that same cool trick. We just untab it. And you take it and just kind of pass it through this whole shin assembly here. Just pass it through like that. Close it up. And just bring the foot forward like that. And then we'll put this back where it was. Come on. Come on. Why do you have to fight me? Stop fighting me! I don't know why I totally went into that accent. So, bring that up. Again, just rotate it, pass it through, close that up, bring that foot forward, like that, plug this back in, get in there, do it! I have to say it in that accent now. So there you go. Now you guys' legs all done. Once you do that, take these little bags here, get them out of the way, rotate his waist, 180, like so. And the arms, going to raise up slightly here. So you can see what I'm doing. Raise up, will ya? Okay. I think I know what his accent's going to be. Anyway, a little foreshadowing apparently. So we're going to untab this leg right here. Untab this part of the arm. Take this, bring it forward. Bring the foot up. Tab it into the back of the shoulder. Like that. Flip out the fist. Second verse, same as the first. Untab. Bring it halfway up. Bring the forearm down. Take your shoulder piece. Bring it forward. Bring that up. Plug that into the back of the shoulder. Flip out the fist. Like that. Oh, and you want to take these little hip pieces here. Just rotate those out. Push them in. That's a step that's easy to forget, because it's not really a crucial piece of transformation, but it's there. Just rotate those out. Push that in. There we go. You can totally have him in the Rhino Man mode. You can totally do that if you want, but really what you're supposed to do is to bring up the Rhino head and flip this down, which now it doesn't want to. Get out of there, man. Get out! Get out, man! There we go. Flip down the head. And there you go. There you have FORTIS in his robot mode. And he looks very cool. Again, there's a lot similar going on here, but it's still different enough that I really like what they did with it. Raise up a little bit higher here. Getting closer on the head sculpt. Very nice head sculpt. I like the metallic paint that they're using on the visor there. Looks very cool. It just makes that pop. Digging that. And again, just a nice overall design. Like the nice remolded chest here. That's very cool. And yeah. Again, very cool figure. Very nice. Very solid. No problems with it whatsoever. Hopefully he won't need a butt plate replacement. Hopefully. I don't know. Is your butt okay, man? How's your butt? How's your butt look? No? It seems okay. I don't know. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. But articulation-wise, his head can rotate, and you could, you know, pop his head up, and you can waggle his head from side to side if you want. You know, same joints as in the Rhino mode. You got that outward joint there, as well as the ball joint. You got double jointed elbows. You do get your wrist swivel. You get your waist joint. Clickety-clackety joints here at the hips, forward and back, in and out. You do get your thigh swivel. You get a nice clickety-clackety knee joint. And then you get your feet on the ball joint as well as that post. You can, you know, maneuver it how you want, and you also get that toe joint going on there. So, again, these guys are quite posable. And of course, you can armor him up with his guns here. Now, I believe he can't hold these in his hand. Yeah, he can actually hold them as handheld weapons, if you so choose. You can also take them and plug them into his forearms, which is what I like doing. Just plug those in. Then, of course, you can take the big cannon, and again, you can have him, you know, holding the cannon by these posts here, just like you could with Bovis. You can have them both sitting there, just both crouched down and aiming giant double-barreled cannons at you, which is awesome. And of course, you can take it and store it right on his back, if you'd rather have it that way. So you have that. And it really doesn't make him too back heavy. I say that he's going to tip backwards. That's just because of my table, actually. And I keep complaining about my table, I know, but I need to level this thing. It's making life so hard for me. My toys won't stand up. But you can also take the knives of shrinkage and pop those into his hand. And these are kind of a pain to get them to hold securely because you have to get them in there just right and then kind of twist them in there. Then they'll stay just fine. They're nice and dead solid. So you can hold one that way. You can have them holding it this way. Come on, man. Come on, man. Get in there, man. Why you gotta find me, man? There we go. Have him holding it that way. And now he's all armed up and ready to shoot and or shank somebody. Butt plate. I'm trying to incorporate it, okay? But yeah, still very cool. Hopefully he won't tip on me here. Don't you tip. Don't you tip, man. You stay. Now for comparison. Here he is with his buddy Bovis. Or Tantrum. And you can see how they look together. And they look good together. I mean, this is going to be such a good looking team. I mean, really, this is going to be so awesome to have all 5 of them lined up. I mean, I can't wait. So can't wait. So there you have that. And there he is with G1 Headstrong. As you can see, not nearly as impressive. One little detail that I really loved is that they actually replicated the Rhino feet, because, you know, the G1 toy, the Rhino feet just get pushed into the chest. So I actually like how they replicated that on FORTIS' chest. He actually looks like he has the Rhino feet just kind of pushed in there. Nice little touch. Very, very nice touch. I appreciate it when they do little nudge, nudge, wink, winks to the original version of the toy. So, and he seems to have kind of a little wonky hip joint there. But yeah, as far as this guy goes, very cool. If you're going in on this line, obviously you got to have this guy because he's the other foot. You can't have your Predator King with only 1 foot. You have to have 2. So you got to get this guy. Again, dead solid figures. You know, really loving what Mastermind's doing. You know, they've just been putting out just really just super solid, just very good quality figures. And I'm loving this. And I can't wait to have all 5 of these guys. I really can't wait. So this guy is really, really cool. Loving it, loving it, loving it. I want more! Give me more! So, I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Mastermind Creations FORTIS, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, butt plates, palm in your face. Wave! Wave! What is it? This big orange guy, he's in our spot, and I told him to move, and he won't move, and he put guns in my face, and he's really mean, and he's nasty, and he put guns in my face. Tell him to move. Tell him to move from our spot. Are you serious? You're serious? Fine, I'll tell them to move. That's right. You tell him. You tell him good. Excuse me, sir. Whoa, there's 2 of you and you're very large. Okay, did I know about that? Gentlemen, we seem to have some kind of misunderstanding here. See, apparently you're not aware that, that's our couch, as in mine and, Lord Megatron's. So if you would please, move so we can have our spot back, it would be, greatly appreciated, if you don't mind. This not your spot anymore, Danny Bot. This our spot. Yeah, this is our spot! Well, what happened? You're on your own, buddy.